I use 7.5 Mbps or 7500 kbps bitrate. Heated diamonds are... I'm probably fucked. Nah, dude. He sucked. Wait, what? The barracks not in the quite right location to wall off with a reactor and a depot, but close, close. This overlord is gonna do a great scout of the slightly misplaced hatchery. Is that misplaced? I'm looking at the minimap. It looks a little off. Once it finishes, I'll know for sure. It looks a little off, but close enough. So everybody being a little bit off so far. We're gonna see a Reaper expand. A classic. And gas in a pool for Colby. We will see what comes out of it. 4 zerglings on the way. 6-lings. 8-lings. Okay, now that's a little much. 8-lings is a very large commitment early on. Especially if you didn't get quick speed or go pull first. I mean, it can pay off, but you're kind of hurting your own drone count. We'll have to see. If he kills the Reaper and goes across the map, that could cause a lot of Terran problems. The jukes and the jives going on as both these players do nothing but stare at the Reaper one way or another. Thank you. Jamakwell? Definitely nailed that. Anyways, the Lings making their way across. The Reaper will mostly retreat. There's actually a Marine out here. It's hunting for sharks, but it's gonna find Zerglings. It does seem like he's going towards the Hellions on this side. The Reaper stands by as his brethren die a painful and inevitable death. The wall off not coming together. This base is ripe for the lifting. Unfortunately, well, actually, was I wrong? Rewarded. Am I the fuck? No, that's still a little off. Yeah, it's still a little off. Thank you, Akuji. Oh god, Akuji Tester T. Well, that's up. Thank you for joining us. There's a tank on the way. An interesting call. No Hellions here, so we're going sideways with this one. More Zerglings. Colby seized by the bloodlust now. But fortunately for Lemmiwinks, he will have that siege tank complete. And without the +1 carapace, fun fact, if Zerglings do not have +1 carapace, siege tanks one-shot Zerglings and Banelings. If they do, then obviously it does a lot of damage, but just living through a single shot is a big deal. And there we go. This is not a good idea. But only a single shot connects. He is diving on that siege tank. He will get it. But we have to ask ourselves the question. At what cost? Another siege tank on the way. More Zerglings streaming through. It does seem like it will be enough to take these down. The grenade from the grave. A couple fresh mules gonna be taken out. But remember, behind this, there's no real drone. He's just making Zerglings. Another siege tank needs to come and save the day. 9 Banelings. But Unfortunately for him, the siege tank seems like it will be fully operational by the time the banelings arrive. There's the siege up. Just in time. Will he still go for it? Of course he will. Why wouldn't he? No, unfortunately, the siege tank unsieged at the worst possible time. Well, never mind. There was no bad time as long as it sieged up again. So Colby just, suffering from a severe case. I guess you could say it's nuclear winter. But in classic Zerg strategy, pressing the Z key as many times as possible, because once you go down that road, there's no going back, alright? He's past the point of no return. This baneling bust will continue, or he will die trying, and I feel like it's gonna be the latter. But, if at first you don't succeed, you are a failure. A lair is on the way. He's making drones. The siege tanks will finally knock some sense into him here. And he's gonna do it again. Alright, now there are 3 tanks. Nope. I thought at first maybe, alright, he's gonna back off, keep the lings he has, and try to have some semblance of map control. No, ironically enough, the banelings were suicidal. The drone count actually reaching up to a reasonable level now. The siege tank's gonna pose a constant issue. He does have... Colby has a lot of gas. We should be seeing a Spire here, maybe. He's got a Roach Warren, because if there's something that counters siege tanks, you know it's slow roaches. Alright, there we go. So we're going to transition from the Z all the way to the R key, it looks like. And a 3rd base on the way. There is some creep spread. And Hydra is done. No roach speed. He likes to take it slow. As we're gonna take a breather, everybody just step back for a second and appreciate the little things. I mean, it's times like this, after that failed baneling attack, now we're getting speed for everything, that really you gotta think about. We all have it pretty good. We're sitting here on a computer or on a phone or some sort of electronic device, and we're chilling. Hopefully you're healthy. Hopefully you're happy, or at least a little bit happier now that you're chilling. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying. This is a painful game to watch, I know, but we're watching it anyways. Muscular augments. +1 missile attacks and carapace. No attack yet. That's a very, very dead zergling. Centrifugal hooks for baneling speed, and fun fact, it gives them +10 HP. Did he cancel it? Wait, no. Wait, did they take away the +10 HP? They did. They did take away the +10 HP. That did, yeah, that's for Hydras now. Hydras get the +10 off there. I should really know these things. I'm a 5500 MMR Zerg. Okay. That doesn't mean I know how to play the game. Does he have stim? Yeah, he has stim, combat shields, all the fixins. He tries to pick up all the Marines so that way they can all die together in one convenient death. And in classic lower level strategy, instead of pressing the advantage while you have a massive army and the ability to move out, he's going to be going for light drops that are destined to fail because that's the only thing that Zerg can defend is a single drop at a time. There is a Baneling drop coming into the main. He's going to make it rain. Will Lemmiwinks react in time? This actually could be devastating. He's going to... Well... That was pretty good. He's now killed 15 workers. Not all with that, but 9 or 10 go down. It's now 25 SCVs to 47 drones because the SCV production has been lacking. But that means the army is massive. The changelings even joining the party. But, I mean, at some point, if he doesn't press his advantage that he gained from not dying early on, Lemmiwinks is going to find himself wondering, where did it all go wrong, and why won't they fucking nerf Zerg? It's such a bullshit race. Alright. Will he come to defend the base? He's not lifting it. He lifts it after the orbital gets done. That's a good call. Maybe not time to commit, but he's actually going to give up the orbital. That was just a little bit of a... What a nice guy, just giving him that orbital for free. He could have fought. He could have won. But instead he says, why don't you have this one? Why don't you take this one? Pour one out for the boys. All right. What a nice guy. We even have a hive, and it seems our Zerg player has gone full-on macro. He's at, well, 45 drones, which is still significantly more than the SCVs. An Ultraless Cavern on the way, as our Terran player has successfully let everything slide so far. The scans. Not sure that scan catches the army. Unfortunately, now the upgrades have finished. An Ultra Cavern is on the way. It looks like the classic Terran move of seeing maybe I have an advantage and then going back home and waiting for the Ultras to come out. Alright. That's what we're gonna do. Lemmiwinks could, up until Ultralists with chitinous plating are done, Lemmiwinks could have attacked at any point in this game with any army and won. Assuming, like, the Banelings, he didn't move command into Banelings on creep. But, I mean, he has tank. As long as the tanks are mostly sieged up and he's not on creep getting move commanded, he wins. But, once the Ultras come out and he lets a Zerg go to 4 bases, he deserves to die. He deserves this. The Zerg player threw away everything early. He gave up his Banelings, his map control, his units, but Lemmiwinks let that happen. So, It's a team effort here. We're just going to lift the main base and build a Ghost Academy where it once stood. It's now 27 SCVs to almost 50 drones, the first time someone's going to reach that mark in this match. Three Ultras, chitinous plating dangerously close. Lemmiwinks seems intent on not moving out. Both these players at 100-something APM. I'm not sure where over 100 of it is going. As the action continues. Alright, the Ultras almost have +3 carapace and chitinous plating, so they're going to have approximately 500 armor. The base, it can't lift while it's building an SCV. It can now, but the Hydras are coming in a little bit of deja vu. And another orbital will die, and Lemmiwinks says, alright, it's fine, I still got one. Okay. Now, if Colby attacks, this is the only angle Colby could attack and still lose this army if he attacks along this tiny choke point. If he just simply waits, if he sits there and waits now. It's on Lemmiwinks, who pursues an isolationist policy. Unfortunately, that's not realistic in today's economic climate. Don't do it. The only way that he could die is like this. This is the only way Terran can win. More banelings are produced. He's on the creep. He's rolling in. And it's gone. These are pretty much the last SCVs here. He's down to 15. Now, why not just Baneling Bust? Why? Is there roach speed? He still doesn't have roach speed, by the way. He's been on slow roaches, which is what was helping to keep hold his Ultralist back in that previous attack. Closes the door at the last second. The stim comes out. And that'll do it. He had a... This is his only... Well, this CC is in the air. LOL. Yes. This is worth it. But my precious MMR. The slow roaches trickle forward. Lemmiwinks still not tapping out.
Planetary Russian 3v3.
Good luck next round. Lemmiwinks throws it out. Thank you. GG. A friendly match. ZVZ is Cancer. You know what else is Cancer? Most of what I just witnessed in the last 18 minutes. I'm going to Planetary Rush. The thing about 3v